Engineers who say, engineers who develop, have a balance between the cost of quality and give it to the public. We stand between the economy and the people. Correct. If it is not for engineering marvel, perhaps we would not have been flying today. We would not have been using aeroplanes. If it is not for engineering marvel, we would not have been driving a vehicle. That is all about engineering. Engineering is all about trade-off between cost and quality. It's very, very important. Otherwise, there is no point, Clear. Any product that is manufactured should have a good cost and equal amount of quality. That is the fundamental definition of engineering. That is the engineer's job. Otherwise, what is engineering? Correct. It is the basic science, or people, scientists who investigate and say conceptually it is possible to do things. They say it is possible. We know it is possible. They are not worried about the cost and quality. They only say about the feasibility. Then we look into and see how exactly to decrease the cost and improve the quality, develop a trade-off and give it to the general public. This is what about engineering. This is what I wanted to tell you first. It is a trade-off between cost and quality. Is it clear to you? That is what you should keep in mind, when you do some engineering work. Am I trading off? Am I giving a good? Am I making a balance between the cost and quality? That is very important. Unfortunately, computer science is failing in full-fledged engineering. That is the basic reasons why people are failing to understand the basic definition of engineering. Whereas in other branches of engineering, it is very common. Clear? Now, one more question I'll ask you. What exactly is the difference between engineering discipline itself and the computer science? What you call is the computer engineering. What is the difference? Other branches of engineering and the computer science. That is why when we go abroad to teach, they usually ask it.
Intangible. We produce intangible products.
Do you have any answers? Yeah? See, these are the things you should ask yourself, even before joining. What is an engineer? Why I should become an engineer? What is the benefit of me becoming an engineer? These are the questions you should ask first before joining engineering. Maybe by mistake you have joined. Even after joining, you should have asked yourself, what is engineer? What is engineer? You failed to ask that. If anybody asks, I am an engineer. What engineer? Nobody knows. Correct. So now what is the difference between computer? What happens is computer science and other fields of engineering, this all we learned only by experience. I don't think even if you Google, you'll get answers for all these things. Maybe some textbooks may tell you these definitions, but definitely you won't get even if you Google this. Okay? Even if you see computer, as Professor rightly said, computer engineering produces intangible products. More than that, if you see computer science and other branches of engineering, computer engineering, especially software, 99%, more than 90% of the time, human brain is involved in the development. Whereas in other branches of engineering, hardly 10%. That is the major difference in the computer engineering and other branches of engineering. That is why now also, because how volatile the human brain is, sometimes how cunning the human brain is, how political the human brain is. That is the reason why, again, the 90% of the time the projects fail. Because human brain involvement, Human brain, when you involve more human brain in the product development, more dangerous it is. That is why we are getting into problems. Whereas in other branches, we have hardly 10%, but the human brain is involved and the products go on. Now scientists, in fact, are working how exactly to offload the work from the human brain and completely make it automatic. Scientists are working on model compilers. Scientists are working on automatic code generation and so on. Because it is required for us now, It is required. Even if you offload 10% of the offload 10% of the brain work into the machine, it's a good work. It's a good thing. Correct. This is the difference between, huge difference between computer engineering and other work. Are you clear? Okay, that is good now. Now you know what engineering is. You are true engineers. what is the definition of engineering. Okay, that is very important for you to understand. Otherwise, it is very difficult. You simply say, some people say engineering is drawing, engineering is design. Of course, they are all the part of the engineering, but more important is this is the cost and quality. That is the most important. That we learned in the industry for the 10 years of experience, 10, 15 years of experience, by working in the industry only. Customer is not bothered whether you do design, whether you do code, whether you do. He is mostly interested in what is the cost, what is the quality you give. That is most important for him. There should be good cost at the optimal, it's a good quality at the optimal cost. Very high quality at the optimal cost. That is what the customer wants. And that is what we should be able to achieve as engineers. Okay? Okay. What exactly is the difference between industry and institute?
Institutes where we learn the basics and industries where we apply.
Fantastic. Then you answer, it doesn't matter, but I'll give my own answer later on.
Institute is where you learn formally, and industry is where you learn morally.
What is it? Institute you learn formally, industry you
learn morally.
Morally.
Right. Experience.
Okay. Perhaps true, maybe anything. You should answer the questions. You should come forward. That is not you are all engineers. You should have the quality of engineer. What is the difference between industry and institute? In fact, there is no difference between the industry and institute as per my observation. Industry, you pay for learning. In industry, we pay you for learning. That is the only difference. Both the sides, learning is essential. But what happens in the colleges is, you can keep on learning as long as your money or your parents have money. But industry is not like that. The moment you stop learning, you will be out. That is the difference. Both the sides you need to learn. Learning is important both the sides. You have to learn most of the fundamental things. In fact, you need to learn the fundamental things. Clear? And for that you pay. Correct. There it is not like that. There you also work and you need to learn a lot, for which company is paying for you. That is the only difference. Otherwise there is no difference at all. Correct. Both the sides the payment is there. But in the college you can keep on paying as long as your money, as long as your ability to, as long as your capability to continue to learn, or as long as the parents have money. Industry is not like that. The moment you stop learning, they will send you out. Okay? That is the difference between industry and institute. This again we learned only from experience.